All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the free weekly swing trade report at bullsonwallstreet.com. A lot to talk about. Big day on Friday. You can see here with the Qs, the NASDAQ down 2.5%. Now, the question I've been getting a lot of is, how do you handle this market sell-off? And the first thing is, and I posted this on Twitter, it wasn't a market sell-off. Remember that we did not have a market sell-off. There was a specific subset of stocks that got hit. And even those really haven't broke downtrends. It was just a one-day big move. So essentially, we see the Qs get hit hard, but look at the other indexes. Look at SPY here. While SPY was red, it actually closed above its 9, only down 0.15%, not 2.5%. So essentially a break-even day. And then if we go to IWM, which has more of the mid caps and low floaters and a more broad-based selection of stocks, it was up 0.5%. So the market is not selling off. A specific area sold off, and that was basically big tech and mid-cap tech. So, and that's where the momentum has been over the last few months, and a lot of 2017 actually. So what we want to see on Friday now is, first of all, we're not going to run away. We're not going to say it's a horrible market right now. That's not the case. Actually, what happened on Friday, if it continues and we get the rotation we saw on Friday, and what I mean by rotation is, you can see here, down here, I have indexes and a lot of green, actually. Oil and gas, department stores, oil and gas, banks, engineering, oil and gas. And if we go down the list, basically what did really good on Friday, and these were huge moves, 3.5%, 3%, 2%. These are pretty big moves in sectors in one day. So what we had was money coming out of the areas that have been working, excuse me, like tech, and moving into some beaten down sectors like oil and gas, like department stores, commodities, banks. So essentially, if we were to think of it as 3 or 4 areas, we have money flowing into financials and housing, we have money flowing into retail, and we have money flowing into commodities and energy. So those are the areas we want to be looking at. And we had money coming out of some of the areas we've been trading, like big tech, casinos, hotels, and some other areas there. Now, this was one day, and one day doesn't make a market, but it's something we definitely want to be paying attention to. So the stuff that has been working all got hit really hard. Let's just pull up the FANG stocks, and we don't even need to analyze it too deeply. But look at Facebook getting crushed, Amazon getting crushed, Google getting crushed. They did bounce back towards the end of the day. Tesla getting crushed, NVIDIA, and we had an excellent short in NVIDIA on Friday. NVIDIA getting crushed. So Apple, if I did I already pull it up, but Apple getting crushed. So this is what's been working, and even some of the other stuff like casinos getting hit hard. We can see here. So a lot of the areas that have been working, and these huge uptrends, hit very hard. Have not really broken the uptrends. Now they might have broken short-term nines, the 9 EMA, or a little short-term trend. But overall, if we look at the 50-day and where they've come from, it's not really that significant. We expect a pullback, but nothing major has broke yet. But now we look at financials, XLF. Look at that move. Look at biotech. While it didn't make a big move on Friday, has moved from 283 to close to 300 and consolidating in here. Look at oil, which bounced a little bit, but then look at energy. Huge move on Friday. So we're watching these areas. So what I want you guys to do is watch these big tech areas that have been in the forefront of your watch list. Maybe we get potential shorts, but we can even watch for potential bounces. Maybe when they test something like the 9, or if they get back to old highs, we'll see if we can get a bounce play out of them. But for now, we're going to be watching for rotation. So put financials at the top of your list, put energy at the top of your list. And actually, trade report members know this because I sent alerts. I got into financials with the triple leveraged FAS on Friday. And I also got into energy, ERX, on Friday. I got stopped out of only one position. That's another thing as a swing trader. You need to know when to push it and when to kind of hold back. We had already been lightening up because we saw this narrowing market. Now, we didn't predict what was going to happen Friday, but we knew at some point it was getting a little risky. So Amazon, I got stopped out way up here. I didn't get caught in here. I think we were out by around 990. Very small, one of my smallest losses of the year. So it ended up being a good day. But I'm in X also, which is doing pretty good. So we're playing that side, and I actually shorted NVIDIA as it was breaking down here below the previous close. We had already talked about that Thursday, that we were looking for a short opportunity because this thing was so extended, and what was supposed to be a swing, we got about a 10-point move intraday, so we got out of that for a nice gain. So that's the play right now. We're going to watch for rotation in financials and energy, and we're going to watch what's been working, big tech, the FANG stocks, Apple, Tesla, NVIDIA. We're going to watch those for one of two things: either short opportunities, which I don't think we can short right now with the big moves on Friday, but if they bounce or consolidate a little and then make another move, we could short, or watch for bounces at support levels. So that's the idea going forward. We really don't know what's going to happen, but we look for these potential things that can happen. And remember, the Fed decision is this week, which obviously throws some indecision in the market this week. All right, guys, that's the weekly swing report. Remember, you can sign up for the Trade Alerts service with daily videos where we go over all this and trades and focus lists. And also, there's a ton of free blog posts on bullsonwallstreet.com. So a lot of great content that's free as well. So see you guys next week.